welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs en Fuego. We're documenting the journey of amazing, incredible entrepreneurs and incredible athletes, like my main man right here, Brian Wood. How you doing, man?
Francisco, I am doing great. How you doing?
If you would stand up, man, you'd like be like way up
really
there.
Close, yeah.
Really?
Almost scraping the ceiling, yeah.
You are an author, you're a coach, you're a speaker, and you motivate people for a living.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it is. And there's an opportunity for us to be great. Sometimes the world tells us otherwise, but we have the opportunity every day to show up with the right mindset, the right attitude, and the expectation that we're going to be great. And whatever the passion is, whatever your definition of great is, and it's exciting to be part of that with people.
We always say that good is the enemy of great, right?
Yeah.
And we always try to be good, and we try to be good and try to be good. But I tell people, yeah, that's all right. You can be good, but if you really want to explore, then you want to be great. You want to be excellent.
Mm-hmm.
What is there a formula? Is there something that you can give us that will take us from being good to being great?
It is so much a personal journey. There's so many different things that come to mind. There's getting rid of your bills, beliefs in appropriate lesson lifestyles. So thoughts generate emotion, and emotion generates action. So you put the right thoughts in your head, and you're going to get the right end result. There's a great book, As a Man Thinketh, and it's an old book. It's like 1903, when I was a teenager in 1903. And
No, you got that wrong. That was when I was a teenager, man.
And I remember there's a great line in there. It says, good thoughts bear good fruit, bad thoughts bear bad fruit. What you put into your head truly makes a difference. The things that you surround yourself with makes an incredible difference.
So it's all about attitude also, right? Mm-hmm. Because if you have the right attitude toward a specific project or a specific venture that you're going to go into, you have a greater chance. There's no guarantee for success, as we know, but there's a better chance that I'm going to succeed. That if I go into it with, oh gosh, I just have to, there's looking at the obstacles instead of the solutions.
Yeah. How do you show up to life? So when I was, I grew up back in New Jersey, and you can't tell unless I say water and coffee and a couple different words. But my mom was famous for surrounding us, me and my sisters, with these inspirational quotes. And at the time, it was like, oh, Mom, come on, what does that even mean? But as I grew older, I began to really value and understand and appreciate the power of positive thinking. And there's another thing that I can give you that often prevents us from being great, reaching our true potential professionally and personally, and those are Gales. So the Gale is, G is the gremlin, and that's that inner voice saying that you're somehow, some way not good enough. Nice spelling. The A is the assumption, right? And the assumption is that it didn't work before and it won't work again. So by that logic, if I asked someone out and they said no, I would never ask anyone out again.
Sure.
I is the interpretation.
Which has been happening to me lately.
Yeah. So I is the interpretation.
I got the A out of it.
I is the interpretation. And the interpretation might be that I think that she said no to me. There's 100 reasons to not go out with me, but my interpretation is that she didn't like my wardrobe. So I go in the wrong strategic direction. I waste time and I waste energy and resources. And then real quickly, the other one is L, and that's limited beliefs. In 1954, Roger Bannister shattered the limiting belief that you could run a mile in under 4 minutes.
Yep.
Everyone said it can't be done. Once he broke that, incredibly, there were dozens of people that broke that same threshold. So it's just that mindset that really helps us or hurts us.
Brian Wood with us today. Your biggest reward, personally, has to be then when you talk about transformation, when you talk about motivation, when you talk about changing the mindset in people, and you actually see a result of somebody that might have been a little bit on the dark, and you bring him into the light. That's got to be the most rewarding thing for you.
Well, it is, and in addition to that, it's the ripple effect, because we have the ability to show up the right way every day. And when we do that, it has an impact on every aspect of our life, spiritually, physically, financially, every aspect of our life. And then you have that same ripple effect on everyone else. So if it's gloom and doom like you were describing earlier, then that's going to make those around you gloom and doom. So personal level, at a business level, it's more than just one person.
Misery loves company, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why, from what you're saying, is that if you surround yourself with successful people, with positive people, chances are you're going to start thinking successfully.
Yes.
And positively.
Yes.
As well, and those around you will begin to feel the same way.
Right. And and I can tell you, there's several levels of leadership, and the first two levels are catabolic, which means they make you worse, and they make you worse to the point where your body creates cortisol, which is a steroid, which physically, it really damages it. If you live there, it really hurts you in every single way. So those levels are, I feel like the victim, right? Woe is me. I can't do anything about my circumstances. And is that really true? Probably not, because a lot of people have been in situations, really tough situations, and they've come out of it. Or if you're in a mindset where there's conflict, those are the ones that you have to avoid. You recognize them in the workplace, relationships, all the people in your lives, and you could really change yourself and the people around you and the world.
Your athletic background, that competitiveness, those values that you developed in college as a standout athlete, it sounds to me that you could be describing, a successful athlete, somebody that becomes a great athlete, if you will, and breaks out of the pack, the same way that you're describing those, or that breakthrough for an individual or an entrepreneur.
Yeah, great point. If you believe that you can win or you believe that you can lose, you're probably right. So athletically, to your point, athletically, there's a mindset where some people say, you know what, I know we're down by a certain amount of points. We can win this, guys. We can do this. And they do. As soon as you believe that you can, you have a much better chance. So certainly, and some of the things that we see are beneficial on the athletic field, they translate into all aspects of our life. Great lessons on the athletic field.
And that's what I see about you and your incredible value, is because you take that experience of winning and in the moment, because you, like you said, you may be down by 15 points, maybe 20 points, and it's right into the fourth quarter. Hey, we got him where we want him. We got him where we want him, and that experience, that mindset can translate into immediate victory. You don't have to wait too long.
And I can tell you, there was a fascinating course I took, Dr. Sugarman, the neuroscience of peak performance. And he talks about how you think about every single detail when you're successful. Last time we were down by 15 points, what did it sound like? What music was playing? All the different specific details. And then that brings you to a place where your mind goes to that level of success again. And you do believe that you can win and you have a better chance of winning.
Brian Wood, man, I'm all worked up now.
I'm glad.
Tell us something we don't know about you, that nobody knows about you. Now you're gonna tell. This is your Oprah moment.
Well, I'll tell you. So it's there's a lot of opportunities for us everywhere. So I'm incoming chairman of the board, Tempe Chamber of Commerce.
Wonderful.
I'm the board member of Linking Sports and Communities.
Sure.
I'm a big brother.
Denise Meredith, we interviewed her.
Absolutely. I'm a big brother and for New Pathways for Youth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also an MBA certified player agent. So a lot of the coaching, there's definitely an aspect to an athlete who is successful, and now what do I do? So as far as representing them from an agent perspective, and then also coaching them as far as transition, there's some opportunities there too to make some changes and really. You
may have math skills in the court, but life skills is just, and you're just starting to live with the rest of us.
Yeah, and it's incredible because the disciplines that people have learned.
Yep.
Eat the right food,
Yep.
lift the right weights, work out a certain amount, all those disciplines, the teamwork, they're transferable. But sometimes people don't always realize that, wow, this translates into business and entrepreneurship and
Yep.
partnerships and all those great things. So it's just sometimes helping people get out of their own way.
Is there a secret? Is there, to everything that what you're saying right now, can you capsulize it in maybe one word that we should all heed?
Belief and faith. I know that's 2 words,
No,
but
no.
it is, right? It is. It's we can do this, right? And if you have faith and you surround yourself with the right people and the right energy, there is no limits. That's way more than 1 word, but I hope that makes sense.
Brian Wood, man.
Okay.
My main man.
All right.
This is awesome, man. I'm ready to rock and roll right now. With that, we're out.